Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to the channel Mathematics by Lari Panjwani. In today's class, we will continue with the topic of statistics, and in today's class, we will cover the topic of histogram and scattered plot. So starting with the histogram. So basically histogram and bar chart are very similar. That's what we have covered in the previous class. We have covered the bar chart. Bar chart is basically used for the categories to show the data in the categories wise. Histogram is basically used for the continuous data. And when we make a histogram and when you make a bar chart, there is a completely different scenario. For example, if I make a bar chart, so you can see that there will be a gap between the bars. This is known as bar chart. We have covered this topic in the previous video. If we make a histogram, so histogram is known as a continuous data, so there will be no gap between the bars, so they will continuously moving. So this is what the basic difference between the histogram and bar chart. Histogram, we will get the question paper histogram in two ways. One is known as a single data form, and then other is a, or we can say, single value table. Two types of question we will do: single value table, or the second one will be range table. So we will see how we can solve when we have a single value table and when we have a range table has been given. There are more concept in that. We will cover it when we go through the question. So starting with the single value table. So here I have a question. This is known as a single value table. You can see that there is a x and there is a f, mean frequency. X you can say is the marks of the students, and f is the frequency, how many students get 0 marks, how many students get 1 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks. That's a random data I'm taking. And you can see that I've made a graph where x-axis covering the marks that I have considered this as a marks. This is x I'm considering as a marks. So here x-axis covering the marks and frequency will be on y-axis. Okay, I hope everything is clear. Now in single data, the one important point is that in single data, when we have a single value table, so remember that bar, I have to write down the important point, bar is made in such a way that the number on x-axis is in the middle, of bar, we say. So you have to be very careful with that when we have a single value table. So, and one more important point in this, that this is the first note that I've put it here, and I will show you how we have to make a bar. And remember that the number on x-axis must be on the middle of the bar. That's what important when we have single value data. Another point that is that when the value 0 is given in this, you can see that the marks is 0 is given. So in I can say if there is a bar at 0 on x-axis, move the whole x-axis one box forward. So you have to understand these two important points when we have a single value table. The first point is that when we have a single value table, remember that the number on the x-axis, when we make a bar, it on the middle of the bar. And the second is that if there is a 0 value given on the table, so what we need to do, we have to forward the 0 to the right side. So you can see that I have written 0 here because 0 is given in the data sheet, okay, in the table. So that's why I move it on this. Now the next thing is we have to make a bar. So how we can make a bar? Remember that the first is 0 to 10. So I have to make a bar till 10. And remember that the number should be on the middle of the bar. So this is a bar number 1. Now 1 to 20. So now remember that histogram is known as a continuous data. I will not give the gap between them. So I will move towards 20. Here we go. Now 2 to 40. So I have to move till 40. So here we have done 40. Now third is 30. So here we have made 30. So let's make 4 here as well. So now 4 have a 15. So 15 will be on the middle of 10 and 20. So this is wow. So this is known as a single value table histogram. So I hope everything is clear in this concept. There is no issue in this. There is one more concept that we need to understand is the frequency polygon. If the question is that you have to make a frequency polygon. So what is frequency polygon basically? Frequency polygon. That's a very simple topic. Just listen to me carefully. What you need to do, you have to make a dot on the middle of the bar, all the bars. Okay. Now what you need to do, just join the lines. So this is known as the frequency polygon. That's it. There is nothing much in it. You just need to put a dot on the middle of the bar, top of the middle of the bar, and you have to join all the lines. This is known as a frequency polygon. Okay. So everything is clear. Now moving towards the next part, that is range table, and you can see that there is a bracket we have written same class width. So now how we can find the class width? Now you can see that in previous part we have a marks 0 1 2 3 4. Now they have given the marks in this 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. So we need to find out uh, class within this. We don't know what is the class basically, so we need to find out the class width. So let's make one more table here. So we have to add one more column here, that is known as a class width. So how we can find a class width? Just need to subtract the value, the bigger value subtracted by the lower value. So simple, 5 minus 0 will be 5, 10 minus 5 will be 5, 15 minus 10 will be 5, 20 minus 15 will be 5. So you can see that all the class width are same. That's why you can see that I have written the heading that same class width. What will happen if the class width are same? Okay, what is the difference when the class width are same? Then there is no issue in this, and you can see that there is no zero value. We have class width of 5 5 5 and 0 to 5. This is a range. There is no zero width, there is a range 0 till 5. So we will not forward the 0 of x-axis in this graph. We have to make simple range. So how we can make a range? Because there is a range, so we can consider this is a 0. So the first range is 0 to 5. 0 to 5 is 20. So I will make this like this. And remember that the rules that I've told you, that number should be on the middle side, that's rule for the single value table. You have to be very careful with that. Now second is 5 to 10 is 10. So 5 to 10, there we go. And then 10 to 15 is 40. 10 to 15 is 40. So here we go. Then we have 15 to 20 is 30. This will be 30. That's it. If we want to make a frequency polygon, then we have to put a dot on the center of the top of the bar, and we have to join all the dots. So this is our frequency polygon. Okay. So I hope everything is clear. Now you can see that class width is same. Then the histogram is very easy to solve. But what we have to do when the class width is different? When the class width is different, then we have one more concept that is given, frequency density. You can see that in previous part we have plotted on y-axis frequency. When the class width is different, then we have to convert frequency into frequency density. Now what is the formula of frequency density? Let's take one example. For example, I'm taking random data right now. I have a class with that is 5, 10, 5 and 5. For example, I'm just taking random data right now, and I have a x, or we can say marks, that will be range of 0 to 5, then 5 till 15, then 15 till 20, and 20 till 25. And the frequency is 20, 10, 40 and 30. For example, I have a data of this. I have find out the class width. Class width will not be given. You have to find the class width. So I find it out the class width. So you can see that class width is not same. There is a one change, that is 10 coming out. So now I need to convert, or I need one more thing in the column, is that frequency density. What is the formula of frequency density? Frequency divided by class width. This is a formula to find frequency density. Remember that you have to be, when the class width is different, then frequency will be converted into frequency density. We have to make a one column extra, and then we have to convert y-axis into frequency density, not frequency. So now the frequency is 20 divided by 5 will be 4, 10 divided by 10 will be 1, 40 divided by 5 will be 8, 30 divided by 5 will be 6. So this is what we got, a frequency density. Now what we need to do, we have to make a graph. X-axis will remain the same, that is known as marks. So the range of marks, we can see that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's why I'm writing here 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. Okay. Now this y-axis will be converted to frequency density. Okay, so the highest frequency density is 8, so I have to move till 8. So that's why I will write numbers till 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So now we need to make a graph. So now we will see two things, x marks and frequency density, not a frequency. So 0 to 5 will be 4. So I have to make there 4. Okay. And 5 to 15 is 1. 5 to 15 is 1. 5 till 15. So you have to sing it. Continuous data. 15 to 20 is 8. So we have 8 here top. Now 20 to 25 is 6. So here we have a 6. So that's it. So there is another question has been done. I hope the concept has been clear. If we want to make a frequency polygon, then straight we can make a dot and we have to join the line. So I hope this basic concept has been clear. Now we are moving towards the past paper question. I hope the concept is clear. Still you have any confusion, you can ask me. Inshallah, we will solve the past paper question. It will clear more concept and see how the questions come. Question number 1 is, the table summarize the time m hours that each student in a year group spent listening to music in one day. Some of the results are shown on the histogram. So you can see that they have given the range table and there is a frequency, and they have plotted some histogram values, and this shows that this is frequency density. This means that this table is class width are not same, there will be a different class width, that's why they have written frequency. Now what we need to find out in this, use the histogram to find the value of p and complete the histogram. These are the two parts, 4 marks question. There is the value, you can see there is a p that is unknown. How we can find p? So first, if I write down the class width, what will be the class width of this question? How we can find class width of this question? We know that we have to minus. So if we talk about the range, we have to minus 2 minus 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1 3 over 2. So 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So 2 minus 1.5 will be 0.5. This is basically a class width of it. Why I find out class width? Now, the important thing is that you can see that this value is the third value of this table. So they have already make a histogram of this, already make a bar of the third category. That is 30. You can see that it's reaching the 30. This means that the frequency density is 30. Now we have done the formula. What is the formula? This is the formula. Frequency density is equal to frequency divided by class width. So now in this question, I have a class width that is 0.5. I have a frequency density that is 30. So I need to find out frequency. So how we can find out? I just need to put the frequency is 30. So I write 30 is equal to frequency, I don't know, divide by 0.5. Now 0.5 dividing, it will goes to other side and multiply. So 0.5 multiplied by 30 will give us the answer 15. This means that the value of the P is 15. This is the answer of part number 1. So I hope this part is clear. Very simple question. You just need to find out the frequency value using the frequency density formula. Now the next part is we have to make a complete the histogram. So how we can complete the histogram? We need to find out the frequency density of the remaining parts. Okay, so I'm clearing these things. I hope the concept is clear how we find out this one, how we find the value of P. Now to complete the they have already plotted this 3, so we will not find out the class width of this. So first I'm finding the class width. So now this is 2 to the 4 for 5 over 4. 5 divided by 2, 2.5. So this will give us 2.5 minus 2 will be 0.5. 7 divided by 2, because this will become 2 3 the 6, 6 plus 1 7, 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. 3.5 minus 2 to the 4, 4 plus 5, 2.5. So it will be 1. Again 5 minus, right now I am finding the class width. Okay, I hope it's clear. 2 3 the 6, 6 plus 1 7, so it will be 3.5. So this will give me 1.5. It clearly shows that the class width is not different. That's why we have, you can see that in y-axis we have a frequency density. 7 minus 2 will be 7 minus 5 will be 2. So that's what I find out the class width. Now I need to find out the density. So how we can find the density? Frequency density, frequency divided by class width. So frequency divided by class width. Let's make another one. So let's make this clear something. So now frequency divided, frequency is 14. 14 divided by 0.5 is 7. So this is class width. Now we have 1. So 23 divided by 1 will be 23. And this is 18. 18 divided by 1.5 is 12. And then 12 divided by 2 will be 6. So we got the frequency density. Now we need to plot it. Now the next range we have is 2 till 2 to the 4, 2.5. 2 till 2.5. 2.5 will be on the middle side. Okay, so we have to be very careful. It will reaching till 7. So we have to be very careful. 2.5 will be and 7 will be here. So this is the first one I have made. 2 till 2.5. Now 2.5 till 3.5. That is 23. So 23 somehow is, if I make a straight line, So here I reach 23 and I have to move till the center of 3 and 4. So here I have made a 3.5. Now 3.5 till 5 is 12. 12. So 12 will be somehow here till till 5. Now 5 till 7 is 6. 5 till 7 is 6. That's it. So for this you will get the 4 marks. That's a very easy question. I hope everything is clear. Now we are moving toward the next question. Now the next part is Yasser record the length of the time he spent at work on each of 70 works day. The table show the result. In the first part, we need to complete the histogram. So for completing histogram, you can see that again they have given us a frequency density, which means that class width is not same. So they have made two bars of the first two values. Now we need to make a bar of the last four values. So first I will write a class width. We know how to find the class width. So 15, it will be 7.5 minus 7 will be 0.5. 8 minus it will be again 0.5. Then what we have, 4 8s are 32, 35, so it will be 35 divided by 4 will be 8.75 minus 8, so it will be 0.75. And 10 minus 8.75 will be 1.25. So these are the class width. Now we need to find out the frequency density. So how we can find frequency density? So the formula of frequency density is, what we need to do, we just need to divide the values. So value is 9 divided by 0.5 will be 18, so I will writing here 18. And then we have 23 divided by 0.5 will be 46. 18 divided by 0.75 will be 24 when we divide the value. Then 10 divided by 1.25 is 8. So we got all the values. Now we just need to make a histogram. So the range you can see 7 to 7.5. So this is 18. So this is 7.5, middle of 7 and 8. This is 7.5. I have to reach till 18. So 18 must be somehow here. That's what we have done. The first one has been done. So we have done the 18. Now 7.5 till 8 is 46. So I have to move till 46 and then again down to the 8. Done with this. And now 24. This is 8.5 to this is basically 8 till 8.75. 8 till 8.75. So somehow 8.75 will be somehow here we have, and this will be moved toward 24. So this is what we have. Now the last one is basically till 10, that is the value is 8. So till 10 we have a value 8. So this is what we have. So I hope you understand how we can solve this one. Everything is clear in this. Now the part 2 is very interesting part. We need to understand the basic concept of that. What basically they are asking. Yasir start work each day at 9 a.m. and he is paid overtime if he work later than 5.15 p.m. 5:15 p.m. Okay. Estimate the number of days he is paid overtime during these 1770 work day. Now he start work at 9 a.m. and he ended at 5:15. If he work overtime, he will pay over value for that. Now we need to estimate that how many work he has done. Estimate number of day he paid over. So we need to find the estimate day. So first you can see that 9 a.m. till 5:15 p.m. If we find the difference between these two, this means that he work 8 hours and 15 minutes per day. After 8 hours 15 minutes, he will get the paid for overtime. Okay. After 8 hours 15 minutes, if he work more, he will get a paid of overtime value. Okay. So now the important thing is that 8:15 means this, if we convert this into, it will become 8.25 hour. Okay, 8.25. How we can convert? 15 minutes, 15 divided by 60 and then add 8. So this will become clearly 8.25 hours. So after 8.25 hour, he will get a overpaid. Okay, so now what we need to understand in this question, if according to data, if we see the data, you can see that this is 8 till 8.75. This range is basically 8 till 8.75, but I know that after 8.25 hour he will get he will do overtime and he will get extra for that. Okay, so now how I can find out the frequency of that time. So what is the difference? That is very important. So difference between these two is 0.75, that is given in the question, but the difference that I have is what I will do, 8.75 minus 8.25. So now the difference will be 0.5. I hope everything is clear in this concept. 8.75 minus 8.25. Why I did this? Because after 8.25 hour he will spend overtime and he will get extra pay or something else. Okay, so this means that 0.5. So what I need to do, we need to find out the frequency of this range, this one. How we can find the frequency of this range? We know the frequency of 8 till 8.7, that is 18, given in the question, but we don't know the frequency of 8.25 till 8.75. So 8.25 till 8.75 frequency, how we can find out? We know the difference between these two. So what we have to do, we just need to divide the value. 0.5 divided by 0.75 multiply by, what is the frequency of this? 18. This is a simple basic rule. When we find the percentage, this is a simple basic rule. 0.75 is the difference, and then divide by 0.75, that's the previous difference, and multiply by 18, that's the frequency of previous value. So we will get the value 12. This means that the frequency of this will be 12. Okay, 8.25 hour till 8.75 hour frequency is 12. Now the next frequency is given is 10, and that is completely, we can say, we can take a complete value of this, because they are saying that after 8.25 hour we have to calculate the number of days he spent overtime. So we got the 12, and now after that you can see 8.75 till 10, we got a 10. So we have to just add these two values, so we will get 22. So the final answer of this part is 22. So I hope everything is clear in this part. Now moving towards the next part. This part is homework for you. This is a similar part that we have done previously, so try to take a screenshot of this question and try to solve this question. And if you face any difficulty, you can comment me. I will try to share you the solution as well. So I hope the histogram concept is clear. Now we are moving towards the